Firefighters rushed through the house. Neighbors came outside to watch. You're watching the Wow podcast. I'm Jennifer Robin. This conversation is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. Full disclosure is in the description. This is the Big 5-0, the 50th episode of the Wow podcast. Thank you so much for helping me get here. I thought this one was going to be a special woohoo celebration, but life keeps providing the perfect lessons to share that are more important than a vanity milestone. An old memory emerged today that I haven't thought about in a long time. Today, when I got back from walking my puppy Jasper, there was an odd burning smell in the house, kind of like an electrical burn or a plastic burn. I have no idea why these specific burn smells are so easily picked up by my nose, but I've always been able to smell them. I checked the electrical outlets, the surge protectors, the dishwasher. I could not find the smell. I assumed that my daughter-in-law was cooking something next door because we have an attached duplex. Nope. I walked around the house a little more, didn't smell it in the breezeway that connects our houses, so I told myself it was probably nothing. So instead, I lit a scented candle and tried to move on with other tasks. But it felt like it was getting hard to breathe. I'm super sensitive to chemical smells and other smells, and I actually started feeling sick. I interrupted my husband, who was working in the next room, and asked him to help me find the smell. He was kind of irritated and reluctantly got up, because I smell mystery smells a lot, and usually he can't smell them. So I guess he assumed this was one of those times. He got up, came into the living room and kitchen, and walked around smelling and checking the same things that I did, but he found it. "Oh my God," he said, "unplug the water cooler." It seems something in the wiring in the back of the water cooler was slowly burning. The entire unit was extremely hot. We quickly flipped the water jug off, and he brought it outside. And we realized we could have been just moments away from a house fire. Super duper scary. And also, this house that I'm living in, this addition, it's only 2 years old. It's brand new. He went back to work in the other room, and as I was airing out the rest of the house, that old song, "Burning Down the House" by Talking Heads started playing in my mind. That was one of my favorite songs that was playing on the radio back in 1983. And then I had a pang of an old memory pop up. It was extremely clear. When I was in grade school, I was what they used to call a latchkey kid, meaning when school let out, I walked myself home, used my house key. We'd often wear those on a chain around our neck under our clothes, and I would be home alone until dinner time. Well, on this particular day that I was remembering, when I opened the door of the house, it smelled funny, bad, smoky. I timidly walked through the house to find the smell. It smelled funny in the basement, in the hallway, in the bedrooms, the living room. It smelled kind of like a smoky smell of a fire, but I didn't see any smoke or any flames. So I did what any kid would do, as we were taught in school. I called 911, and a fire truck came. Firefighters rushed through the house, neighbors came outside to watch, and then the details get a little fuzzy, but I assume they called my stepfather, and he was pissed. He said that he had just cooked some weird maple bacon that morning after I left for school, and he was pissed at me for being cautious and calling for help. I was literally just a kid trying to do the right thing, and I did what we were taught to do in school, but he made me feel stupid and ashamed. I hadn't thought about that in probably 40 years, but it popped up today with this incident. I think it was the look on my husband's face and me thinking he was going to be mad that I interrupted him for nothing. Upon further reflection, I remembered that twice in my 30s at 2 different jobs, I trusted my nose when I smelled a funky plastic electric smell, and both times the buildings were evacuated for our safety. One incident turned out to be faulty electrical wiring, and the other was a heating system issue. The fire department was there for both of those, and they were serious situations. Interestingly, both times, I was the only one who smelled something. Looking back at all 4 of these incidents, the childhood one, the 2 at work, and now this one, there's a clear message. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Even when others can't see, smell, or understand what you do. Even when they're irritated, dismissive, or tease or bully you. Even when you're worried about being wrong or looking foolish, your body knows. Your instincts are there to serve you and protect you. And I believe this applies to all parts of your life. In my opinion, nobody knows what's right or best for you other than you. It's important to listen to your own heart, to trust your intuition, and to let your inner self know that you are listening and that you appreciate the wisdom and the guidance. When you honor that inner knowing, you're also honoring the younger version of yourself, your little me, who needed someone to believe in them, support them, and protect them. The weird thing about how today's incident brought up that old 911 maple bacon memory is the contrast between the people involved. My stepfather was kind of a jerk, but my husband is kind, loving, and supportive. But the subconscious mind connects things in really strange ways. In grade school, I was shamed for trusting my instincts when there was a smoky smell but no fire. And then in my 30s, my nose was right. Twice. And possibly saved my coworkers. And today, my nose was right again and may have saved us from burning down the house. Even now, as an adult, I don't regret calling 911 all those years ago. I wish I could give little me a hug to tell her how proud I am of her, that she stepped up in what appeared to her to be a dangerous situation, and she tried her best to act responsibly. She actually acted like the adult who should have been there to protect her and keep her safe, in my opinion. She trusted her gut. Well done, little me, well done. As my Nana used to say, better safe than sorry. Have you ever had something in your current day life spark an old, oddly related memory? This can be a sign that you're ready to let something go, to heal a part of you, to show love to your younger self, the love you might have needed back then. You can use EFT tapping to talk yourself through an old memory and voice the words and the love that would have best supported you back then. Even if you don't have childhood memories popping up, my challenge for you this week is to try to picture your younger self at the age of 7 or younger and say out loud or think the words you'd like her or him to hear. Words of love, gratitude, and support. And if you have trouble visualizing, pull out a photo album and find a photo of younger you to do this exercise with. Have a fabulous week, my friends. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was. Just drop it in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more.